Officer at Center for Responsible Business. Today, I'm delighted to introduce our guest, Shankar Venkateshwaran. Shankar is a founding member of eCube Investment Advisors and has a wealth of experience in corporate sustainability. His last full-time position was as chief of Tata Sustainability Group. His background includes advising companies on sustainability strategy and reporting. Welcome, Shankar.
Thank you. Thank you, Shubham. Thank you.
So this session is a preview of what's to come at the 10th CRB's annual conference, Indian Sustainability Standard. The conference convenes a diverse set of stakeholders to dialogue and develop roadmap across key sustainability issues and industry sectors in supporting the momentum towards sustainability. The conference continues to provide an enabling platform to showcase and deliberate on key sustainability topics. And that is exactly what we would be doing with our special session on responsible business conduct in the RMG sector. We'll be doing this with Innovative Change Collaborative Services, ICCSPL. So let's dive deeper into the session. Shankar, could you please shine some light on the work that ICCSPL does and what our session is all about?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So I think one of the challenges that the ready-made garment sector faces is that especially in India, is that there are long supply chains. And when you have long supply chains and they are all over the world, you have a lot of issues that can dog supply chains in terms of responsible business conduct, their human rights, environment, many other kinds of issues. So there has been a series of standards and expectations of responsible behavior that brands have of manufacturers and their own supply chains. Now, this has been very diverse depending on where you come from. And so if you look at it from the perspective of a manufacturer sitting in India, you have a whole series of standards that are all over the place. And, not necessarily that they talk to each other. So you have that dilemma. As far as a brand is concerned, you have your markets dictate what consumers expect of you in terms of the way your garments are produced in terms of being responsible. So you have a myriad of expectations that are there. And so therefore, there is a lot of requirements that come both on the brands and the manufacturers in this. And the challenge, therefore, is to sort of come to some sort of I wouldn't say consensus, but come closer to saying, okay, this is what constitutes responsible business conduct in the sector. And therefore, if we all align ourselves to this, we all know what every player in the sector needs to do. And what we're trying to do in this particular session is to work towards that larger goal of trying to make this happen. The context of it is also in India, you have the national guidelines for responsible business conduct. Now, that by definition is a one-size-fits-all set of guidelines. It is sector agnostic. And the intention always has been that the NGRBCs be adapted to certain sectors because there are nuances of each sector. So what we've been trying to do as ICCSPL is to work on that. Can we adapt the national guidelines for responsible business conduct to the ready-made garment sector so that we try and serve all of these purposes and try and reduce all of these confusions that happen in the sector. So that's really what has been happening for the last several months. And in a sense, what we try to do in this session in the India and Sustainability Standards Conference is to bring some key stakeholders together and have a discussion on this, and which will then inform the version of the national guidelines, which is then helpful, relevant, and can be adopted and adapted by the ready-made garment sector. So that's what this session is all about. It's a dialogue with stakeholders, understanding where they come from, understand the challenges, and see how the national guidelines can be adapted to the sector.
Thank you for providing the speak into the session, Shankar. That's fantastic. And I think it promises to provide very crucial insights into the responsible business practices and into the ready-made garment sector. Also, we'd like to highlight that this is a closed-door workshop, and we are particularly interested in engaging with the stakeholders as Shankar listed. So I'll invite you viewers to register on indiasustainabilitystandards.in, and we hope to see you at the conference on 7th of November from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. at India Habitat Center. Thank you, Shankar. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and look forward to the attendance from our stakeholders as you say. Thank you very much.